Welcome to Mountainside. Today, we're in the kitchen. We were supposed to be outside cutting wood, but maybe we'll get to that later because we got a lot of stuff we got to get done here in the kitchen before I get outside. One thing we got to do, I've got the grinder all set up. I'm going to be bringing in some meat that we have in the freezer to put in the grinder later on this afternoon. Over here, where is it? We started baking our sourdough. I'm actually experimenting, trying to make sourdough and learn how to do that. I've got 4 loaves going today, so we'll see how they turn out. We'll catch back at that later. And in here we got duck in the crock pot. That is going to go into pot pies. That's what they are, pot pies. I was gonna say meat pies, but that's not right. Yeah, pot pies. So duck pot pie, out of that duck that came from our farm, will be made later on today too. We've got a loaf in the oven right now, but we'll take a look at that later and we'll see how the day goes. All right. Here we go. We're gonna take out loaf 2 to get it to the second phase of the bake. Take off the lid. Keep that inside the oven. Take our thermometer. Stick it in the bread. And get that back in the oven for another 20-30 minutes. See what happens. One other thing we have to do as homesteaders is keep track of what we're doing and what we're spending. We also run a cabin rental business on our property, so we've been doing this now for about 6 years now. We're coming into our 6th year. So I've developed a spreadsheet that helps us track our spends, our incomes, a real P&L. But today I have to create a new spreadsheet for the new year and start putting all that information in. Fun day while baking. All right, there's loaf number 2 out of the oven. Well, we just wrapped up the 4 loaves of sourdough bread. 6 hours later almost. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought. There was a trip to town in the middle of the loaves 2 and 3, so lost a little bit of time there. Maybe half an hour. So no wood got chopped today, but we'll deal with that another day. Want to get some of it done before the weather comes in. We still got the grinder set up over here. Haven't gotten to that yet either, but Amy's due home soon, and she's gonna have to get in the kitchen, so I'll be maybe grinding this meat while she's cooking dinner. Cut them down and just trim some more. Okay.
Right now you are?
Yeah. Well, what I just learned there is that the meat pieces that I had ready to go through the grinder were not actually ready to go through the grinder. I actually have to cut them a little bit smaller so that they go through and I don't have to fight. And if anybody's wondering whatever happened to Nestor's brother, well, here he is. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the bread done, meat ground. Now all we gotta do is label it, throw it in the freezer, and 13 nights of Taco Tuesday. Looking forward to that. Not really. That's okay.
Hey,
What? And now that the ducks cooled off, Amy's home, back from tucking in the chickens, working on making that pot pie. Pot pie? Yeah, not meat pie, pot pie. So it's duck pot pie that she's making. Hopefully we'll have some for dinner tonight. Not really sure at this point. So, all right, God bless.